I'm totally glad I did. I brought a fella along with me tonight, Justin Casey, who was in there, who organised everything, was brilliant at talking. Yeah. And it turned out he'd been through the ringer. Everything had happened to him. And I asked him, you know, Mark and Cheryl, who were there, who were a couple, who were the only ones we allowed first to stay in the room on their own, which they weren't usually allowed to do. They left Apollo House, they found a place, he got a job, and they're married and everything's great. So, you know, you had the situation where as soon as we took it over, everybody said, what if, you know, this happens and if they die and, you know, if somebody died. I was terrified the whole time.
Were you of?
I was terrified, and I was getting calls from Glenn Hansard, and he was more terrified.
Of what?
Somebody would die. Somebody would OD, you know, and it'd be us at fault.
On your watch?
Yeah. And
what?
Look, we go and meet Simon Coveney, you know, and I'm half sitting in the room thinking, what are we doing here, you know? And we've took this onus on ourselves to be the reps of the homeless. And I'm just sure he wants to get us out of the room because it's Christmas and, you know, it's like, what can he do? And I'm sure he, you know, when he said that they'd end this, that he was totally genuine. I think it's just bigger than one person. I think it's bigger than one party. So I think you've got to have a bigger than party.
But do you think you started a conversation? Is that what you think, that you got people awareness?
I started one with myself.
Well, that's a start, isn't it?
Well, Ryan, I go outside Tesco now and I say to the person, I used to say, oh, I'm not giving them money, they're junkies. That's what I used to say.
Yeah.
And now I say, hi, where are you from? And the guy says, well, my wife left me and I took to the drink, but I'm off the drink now. But
yeah, you hear the story.
You hear the story.
And everyone has a story.
And they become human.
Yeah.
And my thing this year is, if we don't do Apollo House, I'd like to say my instinct would be for a Minister for Housing to go homeless for one night.
And experience it.
Experience it. Or a family to go out and try and find where you're going to sleep that night. Now, Christ went to a manger and he was with cattle and sheep, but listen, I'm thinking that was a good situation.
Yeah, given where we're at.
Yeah.
Okay.